Welcome.
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 Welcome to the Winterthur Library.
The Winterthur Library is located just outside Wilmington, Delaware. We are the library part of the Winterthur Museum, Garden, and Library, an institution centered around a historic house containing 175 period room displays, surrounded by 1,000 acres of meadows, farmland, and waterways. The museum and garden were opened to the public in 1951 by Henry Francis DuPont, a voracious collector of American decorative arts and a passionate gardener, and the library followed in 1952. While the museum is primarily concerned with American decorative arts, the library is so much more.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Palmer. I'm the director of the Winterthur Library. The Winterthur Library is an independent academic research center for the study of American art, design, and culture. Our goal is to advance the understanding of American artistic, social, and cultural histories and their global contexts through our collections, our programs, and our research initiatives. The Winterthur Library is open to all. We welcome thousands of researchers every year, from scholars working in wide-ranging disciplines in the humanities, arts, and social sciences, to craftspeople and artists looking to better understand their craft or to seek new sources of inspiration and creativity, to students of all ages, from elementary students getting their first exposure to special collections, to doctoral candidates completing dissertations, and also members of the interested public, from town historians, independent researchers, genealogists, and hundreds of others just looking to learn something new.
The Winterthur Library was founded to support the Winterthur Program in American Material Culture, the first of two master's programs established jointly with the University of Delaware. The library is based in a purpose-built research facility that houses its over 1 million item-strong collection. It is also home to the records of Winterthur's history as a private estate, a public collection, and even its time as a farm.
I am Jennifer Vess. I am the Winterthur Archivist. Very broadly, what I do is preserve and provide access. So essentially that means when I get in historical materials, in the case of Winterthur, that is institutional records as well as the family papers of Henry Francis DuPont. I get those in, I make sure that they are in proper housing, that they are arranged properly, and that they'll last for ideally hundreds of years, so that researchers can come in, use the materials, find them, both internal and external researchers. I think what really gives me joy is when I'm processing a collection, when I'm getting in there, when I'm finding issues and solving problems, when I am creating something that can then go out to researchers. I also get very excited when I discover something fascinating, and it doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It can just be something that brings me joy. So a name of some historical figure that I know, or something like that. So I'm fairly new in this position, but one of the things that I discovered is a collection of autochromes. Autochromes are early color photography. We're talking from the early 1900s. That were invented by the Lumiere brothers. Some of you might know them as doing early film. I had learned about these in various courses. I knew about their existence, but this is the first collection I've been able to work with that actually has autochromes that I'll be able to work with people to access and to discover.
The Winterthur Library is currently digitizing these autochromes using an LED lightbox and copy stand, a setup that is also used for photographic negatives. The library has an active digitization program, using a variety of equipment to capture a variety of material. This includes the Zoichel, which, in addition to traditional digitization, can also capture some three-dimensionality. In most cases, Winterthur will provide high-resolution images without charge, and we have fulfilled hundreds of photo requests just in the past 9 months. You can see our digitized collections at digitalcollections.winterthur.org. The Winterthur Library's multifaceted collection stretches back to the 16th century, with some of our earliest items among our manuscripts.
Hi, I'm Carly Altenberger. I am Collections Archivist here at the Winterthur Library. I am responsible for the manuscripts collection here at the Winterthur Library. We collect manuscripts related to material culture, decorative arts, everyday life, trade, craft. I get to do all sorts of things related to the collection, from processing to arrangement and description. I also am very lucky that I get to work with the students in our two master's programs, one in American material culture and the other in art conservation, and help teach classes with them and introduce them to manuscripts, archives, library collection material, but also get to talk about decorative arts, which is one of my very favorite topics. I really love that I get to work with decorative arts and material culture. That is sort of my other half of my heart away from archives. But I also love the fact that I get to work with researchers. I love the fact that I get to be part of maintaining the memories of these people and helping to pass them on to the next generation and make them available to those that are learning about people's lives. When someone asks me what my favorite item in the collection is, it's kind of like asking a mother who their favorite child is. So I have many favorite things, but I think something that is really cool and really unique to our collection is that we have ceramic transfers intended for making printed ceramics. So they're pieces of tissue with a transfer pattern that would be laid down on top of a plate or a bowl, and it would transfer the pattern onto a piece of ceramic, whatever it is. And these transfer patterns don't normally survive, so we are extraordinarily lucky that we have those in our collection.
Manuscripts are part of the Winterthur Library's special collections, which also include printed books dating back to 1540, thousands of trade catalogs and sales sample books, stupendous Victorian ephemera, and much more. And our collections are hardly static. They are actively and strategically being expanded. I'm Allie Alvis, and I am curator of special collections. My job as curator involves a little bit of everything, including expanding the collections through both purchasing and working with donors to make our amazing collections even more amazing, as well as a lot of engagement. I get to do things like organize talks and open houses and facilitate people coming into contact with the really cool stuff that we have in new and exciting ways. I think my favorite part of my job is the intersection of stuff and people. So, as I said, I get to do a lot of engagement, and it's just so delightful to see people react to the beautiful and fascinating items and books and manuscripts that we are able to share, including through things like exhibitions. For example, the current color exhibition that I curated, which looks at both the science and the art of color. A very visual topic that really resonates with people. And it makes me so happy to see people stopping and looking in the exhibit cases and sort of conversing and thinking about these books in interesting ways. A new initiative that I'm excited about is our new collecting directions. So we are really trying to amplify the voices of underrepresented people in the collections. While we do have materials relating to the experiences of minoritized groups in America already, a lot of those voices are still kind of silent. They are under-described, they are under-researched. Through both more robust description and through acquisitions, we're really trying to bring these narratives to the foreground, to tell the stories of these people that have always been part of American life but maybe haven't shown up in the canonical records as frequently. By acquiring new items that tell these stories more front and center, we are able to facilitate new research to be done with these histories to tell a fuller story of the American people. The Winterthur Library is open to the public Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. In order to make an appointment to view special collections material, please reach out to reference@winterthur.org with your request at least 24 hours in advance. But no reservation needed to browse our thousands of secondary sources or online databases. And our digital collection can be accessed from anywhere. We hope you enjoyed this virtual tour and that you'll stop by and see us in person someday.